my loves, this is going to be a very cozy, very autumnal reading vlog. On deck we have fall reading, fall baking, the petting of neighborhood cats. Honestly, you're in for a treat. So grab yourself a nice hot cup of tea, get a little fall baked good, grab a blankie, cozy up, and let's hang out. Our mission today is to have a very autumnal day. We had our engagement party last night, which was so fun. It was really, really nice to celebrate with all of our friends, but I am dehydrated because we drank some bubbles, so I need to finish this water bottle. I am at Poppy's Bagels to get a bagel, and then we are going to take our books, hopefully to a park, and we will read some fun autumnal books. The two books that I want to read today, one on audiobook is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and the other one is The City in Glass by Nevo, who wrote one of my favorite novella series of all time. So we have some very exciting books in our bag of books to read today. Let's go get a bagel. Bagel acquired. Let's try it together. Poppy's Bagels has the best bagels in Charlotte, specifically the one on Providence Road. The one in South End, not as good. I always get an everything bagel toasted with scallion cream cheese, and she is glorious. In we go. There is no better way to start a weekend than with a bagel. We are gonna drive to the park and get some serious reading done. I'm now 26% of the way through The City in Glass, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Let me read you a quote that I highlighted. "The sky is still blue," Vitrine thought, looking up. "I'm not sure that the sky should still be allowed to be blue." Something really horrible had just happened, and Vitrine is looking at the sky, and it's beautiful, and she's thinking, there's no way that in the wake of all this destruction that something should be allowed to be this beautiful, and that really stuck with me. It's so beautifully written, and I am absolutely in love with the story. It feels very fairy tale-esque in a way, but it also is a very intimate story of like this demon in her city, and it has just been destroyed, and we are sort of getting to see two different timelines, one like after the destruction of the city and one before, the 300 years that she spent kind of building up the city, and we're kind of getting that view, and then also the view of what she's trying to do in the wake of all this destruction. I think it's amazing so far. Perfect autumnal read because it is dark and also very beautiful. So that is that. Our plans for the rest of the day, we are going to see a concert tonight, which I'm very excited about. So it's a Trampled by Turtles concert, but the band that we're really there to see is Houndmouth. Well, I think Dan knows some Trampled by Turtles songs, but I have been a fan of Houndmouth for a long time and I have not seen them live yet, so I'm very excited for that. But I think the rest of the day is gonna be nap, concert, and then hopefully we'll get some more reading in tonight. Before we get any further into the video, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is teddyblake. Now, I worked with teddyblake back in June, so I've had this handbag for about 4 months now, and if you go back and watch my videos, you will see that I am wearing this handbag literally every time that I leave my house. I was even wearing it when Daniel proposed. So I have really put this bag through its paces, and I can tell you firsthand that it holds up. This is real quality Italian leather, and it definitely shows. This bag looks as nice as it did the day that I took it out of its box. So the bag that I have is the Dana Dollarino 11-inch in black, and I think it is the perfect size to just sling over your shoulder and head out on your fall adventures. But they have so many more sizes, colors, and styles on their website, so definitely take a look through it and find something that you like. teddyblake prides itself on being luxury quality without the luxury markup, so of course they're having a sale for National Handbag Day. The details are in the description along with an affiliate link, and if you do decide to purchase through that link, it does help to support the channel. And if you're watching this video after the sale, I do have a discount code for you. It is TBKatieMarie30 for $30 off your order. Thank you so much again to teddyblake. Let's head back onto the video. This next day was not so great. I spent almost all of it in bed, in pain, not being able to do much of anything. I did manage to get out and see my favorite neighborhood cat. His little head fits so perfectly in your hand, and all he wants are these gentle little ear scratchies. That short walk took me out for most of the day, but eventually that evening I was able to get some reading done, and I finished The City in Glass. This is the perfect book for this day because it helped me to escape my reality and climb into a different world. One still with a lot of pain and grief, but not my pain, and today that made all the difference. I have just finished reading The City in Glass. It was incredible. I'm giving it 5 stars. It's very similar in tone, I think. I'm hesitant to give this recommendation because I feel like this book is kind of a love or a hate for most people, and I don't want to dissuade anyone from reading this, but I think if you loved This Is How You Lose the Time War, you're going to love this as well. Even if you didn't like This Is How You Lose the Time War, if you've read any of Nevo's other stuff and you like that, I think you should still give this a go because I think this is like the perfect combination of The Singing Hell Cycle and This Is How You Lose the Time War, because we have this angel and this demon who are very different creatures from each other, who are kind of fighting on opposite sides of this cosmic battle, but are also very similar to each other. I read a review that said that this is not a love story between two characters, it's a love story about a city, and I think that is very, very true. If you've ever fallen in love with a place, this is gonna take your heart out and stomp on it because there is a lot of grief in here. We're following this city as it goes through so many different waves of destruction, and the people who live in there and the things that they choose to do and the way that this angel and this demon are influencing them. I thought it was incredible, and I'm very happy that it took my mind off of a very shitty day. And with that, I'm going to go to bed. Today was much better. As you saw, I was able to go on a nice little walk and be in some nature and see some butterflies and bees. And I cannot tell you how good it felt to be able to move my body. But we're still taking it easy today. I have gotten a fair amount into the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and it's so cheesy and so cute. I love everything about it. The author is listed as Lorelai Gilmore, which I'm assuming is a pen name. It's very Gilmore Girls coded. Our main character is inheriting this cafe in this sleepy small town, and everybody knows everyone, and there's a hot farmer named Logan. And it's just very sweet watching her try to figure out who she is and what she wants while she's also trying to get this cafe up and running, and her aunt is like off gallivanting in the Caribbean following her dreams, and so our main character is trying to figure out what her dreams are and who she wants to be. There is right now a little bit of a mystery going on. We're hearing some bumps in the night and we're wondering if someone is messing with the cafe. So of course they're gonna have a stakeout and Logan is gonna hang out with her and they're gonna figure out what's going on, which I'm very excited for. And truthfully, this is perfect escapist reading. It is not going to win any literary awards, but it will give you a fun autumn time, and that's what it says in the tin. It's completing its assignment. So that's all we're doing today. I have some cookies that I made the cookie dough for a while ago. I froze most of the cookie dough. I've just been baking them in 1s and 2s, except my baking powder's expired, so they are very flat, but that's okay. I'm gonna eat these cookies. I think I'm gonna watch Bridesmaids. I've never seen it. 90s rom-com vibes, I think, are what I need tonight. And then tomorrow I would like to decorate for fall, and I would like to bake something pumpkin spice related. So I found this recipe. It's a pumpkin spice latte cake, which sounds like just the right amount of challenging to make my brain happy. I don't typically like pumpkin flavored things. Daniel does, so he'll eat it even if I don't like it. But I thought this was fun. There's like a espresso soak that you pour over the cake after it's done baking. And then there's also like instant espresso powder in the cream cheese frosting, which sounds interesting. I feel like it could be either fantastic or potentially disgusting. I don't know if I want espresso in my pumpkin. I feel like espresso is always a good idea in chocolate. Never had it in a pumpkin cake before, but I guess pumpkin spice lattes are good. So we're gonna give it a go because we had to bake something pumpkin related because we're reading the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. How could we not? So I'm gonna take it easy the rest of tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow.
pretty amazing, huh? Super soft.
It's good. I feel like it's not worth, I don't taste the espresso in it.
It's so soft. If you were on the Great Baking Show, they would have said you did good. They called a lot of people dry. They wouldn't call this dry.
I think it is good. I think I would make an easier one next time.
Because the espresso's hard.
You can kind of taste it when you get like a chunk that's been soaked.
The icing has cream cheese. That's what I really like.
Not so bad. Okay, we have some things to get caught up in. First of all, Bridesmaids was actually so funny. I can't believe I have never seen that before. It is the film where that TikTok sound that was going around a lot a month or two ago is from. The one that goes, "You're not sick? No, Helen. In fact, I'm hungry and I wish I had a snack." Hilarious. Disgusting scene, but hilarious. Didn't know that this was the movie it was from. I'm so happy I watched it. Definitely recommend. It was a lot in a lot of ways, but I had a good giggle. The pumpkin cake also turned out great. The recipe is in the description if you want to make it yourself. I think I almost would recommend an easier recipe. I feel like next time I would just pick an easier one without the espresso pour and in the cream cheese. You just couldn't really taste the espresso. I don't think it was worth the extra work, but the cake itself was very good. I have also finished reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I thought it was very good. I am quite picky about my romance, especially romance that is spicy, and this one was. It takes a very particular book for me to not say gross out loud while I'm reading it. And this one did make me do that, unfortunately. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm very picky about romance, but I thought it was enjoyable. I really did like the mystery that we were trying to uncover throughout the book. I don't think the relationship was super compelling for me. I didn't like super believe that these people were exactly right for each other. I thought it was cute. I enjoyed it. And I think I would honestly continue in this series if I'm looking for a nice autumn small town vibe moment. And overall, I thought it was nice. And that is actually it for us. So thank you so much for hanging out with me on this cozy autumn week. It's finally cold outside. The high today is 71. So I'm in my cozy, spooky dog ghost sweatshirt and I'm very happy about it. I'm now switching gears completely and reading the spooky, scariest books I can get my paws on. So let me know in the comments of your recommendations for those. But I'm glad that we got a cozy autumn time and read 2 cozy autumn books. Well, I don't know if the Sitting Glass, it was very atmospheric. I don't know if I would call it cozy. As cozy as a story about a city being destroyed that's being cared for by a demon can be. But I'm happy we got to read 2 cozier books that aren't straight up horror before I dive into a couple of weeks of not being able to sleep. I know this was a bit of a weird week. I got taken out for a couple of days there, but I still wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you for being here. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fall cozy activities are, and I will see you all next week. Bye.